What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Just Saying podcast. I'm your host, Justin Martindale, and we have a fun-filled day of laughs for you. I'm so excited we have today's guest. Our guest was named a new face at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal, where I actually met you. You've also seen him on Late Night with Seth Meyers, Comedy Central, featuring and his solo show, Sugar Daddy, coming to Broadway in 2025. It's Sam Morrison, everyone.
Thank you so much for the correct pronunciation.
Yes.
You have to, Broadway.
Broadway? Yes. Now that Wicked's out, I mean, anything, like, you have to, like, show the respect.
To Broadway?
To Broadway.
Now that Wicked's out.
Yeah, now that Wicked's out.
Before Wicked, Broadway was really struggling.
It really was.
In terms of reputation.
Spider-Man Into the Dark. Get out of here. No one cared.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's really...
The past 20 years on Broadway, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What was it? Lion
King?
No, I don't think so.
No, Mufasa.
That's it.
Mufasa.
I think that's the name.
What happened?
I always break the mic.
What was that?
It's a ritual.
Thanks for listening, guys. Make sure to... Could you imagine I just cut it? Like, that's all.
It's over.
Uh-huh.
The mic is broken.
No. You're fine. Do not even.
I've never been so coy around a phallic object.
Well, yeah. New year, new you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you though, not the first penis I've broken though.
Really?
No, I lied. I was trying to get a riff in. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, God, I was going to say like...
Yeah, have you ever broken a penis?
No, not this year.
This is also how I start all my podcasts.
Have you ever...
I break the mic and then I go, have you ever broken a penis?
Yeah, I don't think... Is it possible to do that? To break one?
I imagine so.
I don't know. If you or someone you know have broken a penis,
yes, please call
leave
it.
a comment below.
Yeah, this is the call in section of the...
Well, I mean, we have to address...
Just to be clear, though,
yeah.
You for a second, you were like, are penises indestructible?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Just for a second.
Just for a second.
But then I'm like, they can
You were
repair.
like, can they break?
Yeah.
But imagine if the answer was no. We would be using penises to fight fire.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't, but I know there'd be some freaks out there who would be like, okay, let's go. Today we march. Yeah.
Today we march?
How is everything with your first of all, it is like week 2 of 2025 and honey, I'm exhausted.
I know.
I am beat. I'm tired. We had like a month off from being here. This is like the first time I've been here like in a month almost.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. And it is just
was not enough.
It's good to be back.
Where'd you go?
Where did I go for what? For Christmas?
Or you said you were off for a month. Did you go anywhere? Were you here? Were you just not working?
Family, friends, travel, and then got here, and then it was like the wind picked up, and then it went from, it's just wind to, oh, God, and then it went, no, and then it went, shit. Yeah. And so, I mean,
a series of act-outs that have more accurately described the fires than anything I've seen on the news.
Right. Well, it's really interesting, and I'm not trying to get all like, I'm not going to get conspiracy theoried or anything like that. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the fans and the listeners and my family and my friends who've all reached out, but like, we're good. You know what I mean?
Oh, all the check-in texts?
All the check-ins. I appreciate a good check-in. I love the check-in, but I was like... It's interesting because the footage, first of all, it's awful. It's devastating. You know, everyone's kind of trying to figure out where to go next as far as like donations and how they can volunteer. And we'll set up a list of all of those at the end of this podcast. If you guys who are out of state, who are like, how can we help? We will definitely set up some links for you guys to visit so you can contribute. It's crazy devastating.
And they're in the description below.
In the description below, thank you, Lee. It is wild because it's just like, I just loved going to that part, as many did, like for the summer, the beach, all that stuff, and just thinking like, oh my God, it's like gone. It's crazy. And it's just how many people it's affected, how weird it's kind of turned and like political. And it's just like, just shut up. Just let's be people for a second. You know what I mean? And then I actually left on Wednesday just because I remember waking up and the sky was like purple and gray. Yeah. The sun was like hell yellow. And which I'm going to paint my walls.
How long have you been in LA?
For a while. Yeah. For a while.
Yeah, so I'm new to LA. So I had never seen anything like that.
Oh yeah, I haven't either. Like
It
100-mile-an-hour winds. I was like, what is this?
And I flew in on Wednesday.
Oh, wow. How
I
was that
flew in.
turbulence?
The worst I've ever
Oh, really?
experienced.
Did it?
Turbulence was bad.
Yeah.
And then we landed.
Oh.
As soon as we landed, everybody in the entire plane got an Amber Alert. All at once.
Oh, wow.
So scared. We were all just like, well, we got to go back to Detroit.
You're like, who is this child that's so important who's been kidnapped? Blue Ivy, where is she? Yeah.
One of the most innocent white girls you've ever seen got kidnapped.
Yeah,
And everyone in LA.
Was it just like the fire notification?
Yeah, it was just a note of, it was, I don't even remember what it was. I think we all just got it. We're like, what the fuck is happening?
In the past week, we have all joined the same app.
Oh, God.
That one app. What is it?
Grindr.
No.
We all joined Grindr.
We all joined
to
Grindr.
try to sleep with a firefighter because that's how we fight back.
We are LA strong.
We are LA strong.
But watch duty, I'm like, enough with the watch duty. I'm just, it's so much. And so we left Wednesday.
Thank God for Watch Duty, though.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know.
I hope
I mean,
they're
it's
getting,
like the most popular
donate
app.
to Watch Duty. I hope they're getting the most money they've ever, more enough to
There's
sustain
like
them forever.
billboards around town with the like
The link
app.
to,
Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's a whole,
How did they get those up so quick? Billboards?
honey.
Yeah, LA is a
just-
billboard town. Yeah. Oh my
Rip
God.
it down.
Yeah.
Have you seen Demi Moore in the Substance? They ripped her ass down and put up Sue overnight while she was on the bathroom floor with that back open.
I want to know which C-list actor is going to be the follow-up to what hard act to follow. You go
Watch duty.
Yeah, in terms of the billboard.
Ooh.
Tough to be the one that takes down Watch Duty.
Or we're
and
gonna
you know
start-
the second we're fine, some exec is going to be like, we have to focus on the Globes. Or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck is next.
Oh, well, they canceled the Critics' Choice Awards, which, I mean, okay. Oh, no. But, like, I know that they've pushed the Oscar nominations.
Honestly, this conversation, it just feels so weird,
Gross and
reminiscent of COVID.
Oh.
That, like, it's triggering that. Not anything, nothing profound about it, but it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We're having these conversations
Oh,
again.
the mask shaming's back, girl. Like, oh, you
my
thought
God.
it was over? Oh, mask shaming is back.
What is that?
I mean,
Because why? It shouldn't. It's I don't even. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because COVID, I guess there are like people who were saying there are scientists who disagree with you.
Yeah.
Who's like, no, wildfire smoke is good for you.
Well, I don't know. It's because
It has vitamin E fish oil compounds. Joe Rogan said so.
now I'm listening. Well, if it's good for my skin and hair, I'll inhale all day. But it is kind of crazy because, like, I left actually because my mom, she mothered me. Like, it was, she
In
was
like a drag
she
queen
gave
way
me,
or like
no,
a-
like, well, both.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean, really, what's the difference? She, like, straight up, because, you know, I'm like her first son, and, you know, she gets worried. She's a big worrier, but she loves me. And she pulled the like mother of the decade. She was like, if you love me, you will evacuate. And I was like,
No, really?
I was like, fine,
Does
you
she do that
win.
a lot?
We got, well, no, I mean, it's just, you know, it's scary because every fire that's around, she thinks is going to like come in,
of course.
you know, and this was the first one that I was like,
Yeah,
and we left
of course.
20 minutes outside of town, or we had
Did you
20
leave
minutes.
before the sunset fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're driving to, we were just going east. We're like, let's go east. And 20 minutes before we got into town, the sunset fire happened. And I was like, holy shit. And my phone was like, I'm like, what do we do? Everyone's like, what do we do? What do we do? Where do we go? Where do we go?
I know.
And it was just like, oh, wow. So that was like a big, like, reality punch right there. I was like, holy shit, it's right there. And I'm glad I didn't see it because it would just.
Your mom is connected to the world in some way.
My mom could be a psychic. I have no idea. But
How awful would that be, by the way?
if my mom was a
My overly
psychic,
anxious Jewish mother actually being right about this shit, I would kill myself. That would be so. If she actually, you know what I mean?
well,
She was like,
last week's episode, we had celebrity astrologer Kyle Thomas on.
okay, Slay.
And he kind of told us, like, January is going to be a mix of fire and water. So I'm just saying, everyone loves a little bit of astrology. He told us the beginning of the year was going to be, like, really tough. And here we are.
I have no comment on that.
What's your sign?
No.
What's your sign?
No.
Come on. You live in LA now. What's your sign?
You live in LA now.
You live in LA
is
now.
The right
You have
thing
to tell
say.
us.
Sagittarius.
I knew it.
Fuck off.
I knew
Fuck you.
I knew it.
And your oracle mother.
I knew it. That's my favorite thing about astrology when someone's like, well, are you?
I knew
it.
The 3 minutes of I knew it.
I could tell. I could tell. I could tell.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're
You eat a lot of sugar, don't you?
Mm-hmm. You hate yourself.
Are you one of those people that likes carbs?
Baggage, emotional
baggage. Wait, did you have a childhood?
I did.
That is so Sagittarius.
I know. I'm not even Sagittarius, but I feel it.
You feel it.
I feel it.
Because Sagittarius and whatever your sign is are sister signs.
My moon and my rising. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. Here's the thing.
Oh, we have it. Oh, thank you for having me.
Yes, I mean we're just.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yes. We have.
There's so many screens. Can I say that?
Yes, of course. So we have this upglow. We have like a Lindsay Lohan upglow up in here this year. So we got some new lights, and here's the thing.
I'm so excited. You're gonna know so many more cultural references, especially right now, because I'm like, turn the TV off. Don't go on Twitter. I will kill myself.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's part of the reason why I was like thanking my friends and family checking in on me is because like the news is showing like day one footage, and it's like. So when we were away, we had the news on in our hotel room, and we're just kind of like, oh my God, this is like really, really bad. And then when we left, no smoke. Blue skies.
I know.
I was like, did I touch the enchanted stones and go into another like timeline? What's happening?
It's so disorienting, and you don't know how to process it because it couldn't be more dire and tragic. It couldn't be more. I mean, it is literally like we're living in a war zone, and yet I'm largely unaffected in my home in West Hollywood. I mean, I did like evacuate for a hot second. They got the Sunset Fire under control, and I came right back. And the skies are blue. I mean, I even did a show the other night.
Yeah,
it's so weird, and so you're like living in like two different worlds. And of course, your friends and so many people are going through all these things, and you are processing with them, for them. You're trying to help, but mostly you can't.
Yeah, but it's also just very. Very surreal because my friend and I were discussing, we're like, how many disaster reliefs has like LA helped out with? You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like when Katrina happened, it was like LA gives back, or I feel like this is the first time we're going to have like a Hollywood helps Hollywood concert, a Hollywood benefit, helping Hollywood bounce back live from the Hollywood Bowl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be.
Oh my God.
I mean, people are really stepping in. Like, Beyonce's already donated like
Bon
$2 million.
Jovi host like a Africa helps Hollywood situation.
I mean, hey, it's a new year. I think anything goes. Like,
wait, he did those benefit concerts, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
Did he?
Maybe I'm mixing it up.
I think you're thinking.
You know what I'm talking about. Someone knows.
Like Quincy Jones?
He was part of it.
He was.
He was
Yeah.
part of
He
it.
helped.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was like Live Aid and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it's so weird because. Just we are within like a bubble, thank God, but it's like also there's this bubble and there's a bubble. Like it's just it's very, very strange and bizarre. And we don't know what's gonna happen, like how long this is gonna take, all that kind of stuff. Like, but it's good. It's nice seeing everybody kind of like come together as like a community and help one another. And it's
and that has been so. You really feel that.
Because I just thought we were all vapid assholes, but apparently we're not.
Hey, you said it. I mean, I moved here and I was like, if a fire happens, we're gonna kill each other. And it turns out maybe not.
No, we'll wait for another thing. And be like, okay, now we go.
It's called the Oscars.
Yes, I know. Yeah. But this was kind of interesting. So are you familiar with Tyler Henry, the medium, the psychic?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know him, but I am kind of fascinated with this story because there is video footage of him predicting that Ricki Lake's house would burn down 3 months before the fires. I know.
Yeah.
And this podcast today, we're having a little bit of fun. It's a little bit of seriousness, but we're also like, hey, escape, right? It's a lot going on.
Of course.
But let's see. She had her house, and I have to say, Ricki Lake, Adore her. Icon. John Waters, her own talk show. I actually met her at Comic-Con in an elevator. But she said that after her house burned down, which was lovely. This is what I hate, the before and after pictures. Oh, just gut-wrenching.
Yes.
People reuniting with their dogs.
Dogs kill me.
But she said that she showed a clip on Instagram of Tyler Henry predicting the disaster during her appearance on his Netflix show in October of last year. Ricki Lake says the great Tyler Henry called it less than 3 months ago. Her husband and her were on his show and he saw the fire. And this was one of those things where it's like, for a psychic, you always see psychics and they're like, oh, you're going to have a good day. Spring's going to be great for you. Summer, you're going to be snatched.
Yeah.
Like, no one's ever like, your house is going to burn down.
I wonder, do you think there are other psychics that, do you, like, is house burned down, something that, I don't know, is that in the repertoire of psychic oracle?
I don't think since the great Sylvia Browne, has there been a psychic? Do you know Sylvia Browne? Are you too young?
I don't, but I already know.
Sylvia Browne.
Old gay men are going to be so mad at me for this one.
Oh, no. It's fine. Hey, if you have an elder gay to teach you the ways of Sylvia Browne.
I need to know.
She was a psychic, wore lots of leopard print. She sounded like an old Volkswagen exhaust pipe.
Oh, she sounds perfect.
Yeah, long nails. And she would just sit there, and someone usually on the Montel Williams show.
Oh my God, everything about her.
They'd be like, "Hi, Sylvia. I recently lost my mother 2 weeks ago, and I just want to know, is she here? Your mother was a whore. She was a prostitute in another life. She knew Cleopatra. She was abducted by aliens." Oh, okay, thank you. Like, it was just so off the cuff, just legendary. Like, she sounded like the Queen of Melrose.
Is she gone?
Yes.
Oh, I miss her.
Or is she?
Yeah, great. Can we get Tyler Henry on?
Yeah.
Is she still with us?
So this is kind of crazy that Ricki did share this, and she's like, hey, Tyler Henry called it. But it's also like you can see Tyler being very hesitant about telling her this information because no one really wants to hear that. But he's just like, so.
That is the part that I want to see.
Yeah, we can watch the clip.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
But that's also, that has to be the job of, I never thought about that side of being a job of a medium is like, you're the doctor with the news. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not always good news, you then have to be skilled at telling someone, not just this, all kinds of tragedy.
Yeah.
Imagine if they're going to die, and like, how do you tell someone that? Yeah. And if you really, and if you just saw that and you really believe it, and then you're going to tell them?
Yeah.
This sounds like the worst job in the world.
Yeah. How do you sleep?
Anyway, let's watch the clip.
Yeah, let's watch the clip.
That comes across. There's this good to keep in mind. There might end up being a coincidence where not only do we lose something, and I'm trying to articulate this without it sounding concerning. I think this may have already happened. If there was a loss of material objects from both fire and water, though, that's the kind of weird distinction. It's two separate things. Okay. So we're going to end up finding that there's a story where, like, there was a house fire or something along those lines. A fire risk. But they're separate from that. And this is got a little bit, might end up being a little bit more pertinent. We had like a really bad storm and our basement flooded and got a bunch of pictures ruined and we couldn't ever bring them back. There's just something about watching water seepage into a place it shouldn't and damaging things. So keeping both of them to each other. That comes across. There's this good to keep in mind. There might end up being a coincidence where not only do we lose something, and I'm trying to articulate this without it sounding concerning.
Her husband wants to call him the F slur. Really bad. Did you see it? He was
when
just
he said your house was going to go up in flames, the daddy wanted to say, and it still won't burn as bright as you.
Yeah.
That is what I felt. Did you feel that?
Yes. And the husband was like, I flood her basement every night. Thank you very much. So we need less from you warlock. Yeah. It is kind of that. I don't know. I don't know how things work.
But tell me where I'm wrong. I didn't hear that was. It was kind of.
It was peppered. It was peppered
all over the place.
It was peppered.
Was he saying in that? Did I misunderstand? Was he saying that your house will burn down?
Pretty much.
But then he also was talking about like water.
Yeah. Well, Palisades is by the ocean.
Oh, I took it to mean like there will be a
and like fire,
tragedy with
well, and firemen and like water and like spraying it out and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, with these things, I'm always curious. Like, if I ever talk to him, I would just be like, "Give me a timeline."
Yeah.
I mean, that happened. I wish he would have been like, and also invest in, make sure your fire because it will be in 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like give me an actual date when to like just let the sprinklers run.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like, this isn't helpful unless you're telling me a timeline.
It is pretty. I mean,
my house is going to burn down in 40 years. I don't care. I don't know where I'm going to be living in 4 days.
Yeah, I get it. It is. It's pretty wild though. I mean, I also was kind of like, wow, Ricki, you just like posted that real quick, didn't you?
I know.
Good for you. Good for you. Next up, we've got, let's see, we have some more tragedy from the fire. Spencer Pratt.
Good. We'll just
well,
be
that's not the title, Land. I didn't mean to end it like that. I know Spencer. What I meant to
Are we
say.
exclusively going to be making fun of victims of the fire? Are there other segments?
No.
And is that every show? Is that the whole podcast?
God.
Is the podcast actually about
What is
mocking
this
fire victims? Or is this,
No.
you just wanted me, was this just to ruin my career?
Yes.
Or do you ruin everyone's career?
I just ruin everyone's, apparently.
gorgeous.
I'm just so
Okay.
difficult. I aggressively
Fantastic.
wave at people. It's
And
the
thank
worst.
God. Honestly,
I know.
it's been far too long. Let's get this over with. Who is this?
Who is this?
Who is that? No.
How is
No, I was still in the bed.
Do you know Spencer Pratt from The Hills?
Oh, I mean, not before this week, but now I do. Yeah.
Well, Spencer
Well,
Pratt.
I don't know people. That's my thing.
We got to help you.
It's part
I mean,
of the charm.
you're like the new
That's
kid
my
in
thing.
town.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Spencer Pratt has asked for his fans to stream Heidi Montag's 2010 album for income after the home was burned in the LA fires. And he went on, Spencer Pratt, he asked his fans to stream her album Superficial to provide income for them after their home burned down. Spencer and his wife Heidi did have their house burned down in the fire. So I know that's awful. And I'm sending all the good vibes and juju your way. After the former Hill star lost their Palisades home, Pratt asked his fans to stream the project so they could earn money to begin rebuilding their lives. Several of his loyal followers and stars, including Flavor Flav and model Emily Ratajkowski, began streaming the album and making TikTok videos to some of Montag's songs. Due to fan support, Montag's album reached #1 on iTunes, beating out Bad Bunny's newest project, Debí tirar más fotos. Pratt thanked fans for helping him and his wife reach this milestone amid their devastating loss. You know what?
Slay. Yeah. Right?
You know what?
I was waiting for and people started to make fun of him for this reason.
No, I mean, Spencer.
But I think that, yes, great.
Yes. I mean,
amazing.
Spencer is like the mayor of Palisades. I mean, he's very centered in the Erewhon there. I remember like him being like, "Hey, come out and have lunch at Erewhon." I'm like, "Why?" Like, no, it's so far. But he's a good dude. He has his own jewelry line. He's been nothing but nice to me. And it's just so sad, but also like so smart of him, and to be like, okay, what am I good at?
Yeah.
Being famous, or like wanting to be famous, or like using that platform to like.
And it's such a smart way because people don't actually have to donate their money.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, I don't know what happens when your album goes #1 on iTunes. I don't know like what the sum of that is, but
I think what happens is you get famous in 2010.
Yeah.
So that's really helpful.
Yeah.
Well, but they're getting money off the streams, I assume.
Yeah.
Right? And so like it's a material way to give
you're helping the people.
money.
Yeah, you're helping give back.
Yeah.
And I mean, what a moment for Heidi. I mean, she's never been #1 except to Spencer, really. But like, you know what I mean? Like, hasn't like, I remember she released that album. I wish I feel like I know one of the songs, but like, it was never like, oh my God, have you heard Heidi Montag's new song?
No, this is such a cool, we forget that sometimes the internet is actually
our friend.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
Period.
And also good for Heidi to be like, I beat Bad Bunny. Like, good for you. Good for you, Heidi.
I know. I do think it's funny they put that as a part of the article.
Yes.
And also, by the way, Bad Bunny, you're #2.
Sorry, bitch.
I know.
Sorry, dos. No, uno, dos. So also Pratt told his followers that they had no idea how much the support means, as his wife is so sad their home was destroyed. Paris Hilton even took to the comments of Pratt's post about Montag's album, expressing her support for the couple and their 2 kids. So yeah, everyone's kind of reaching out and helping them. You know, they were villainized for so long in the early 2000s for being superficial and, you know, thirsty. And, you know, now they're being rewarded for it. So good for them. Good for them.
Also,
are you watching?
Superficial and thirsty?
Yeah.
I mean, that's everyone now.
Well, I mean, sure. Are you watching The Traitors?
Oh no, I'm not.
No?
No, I know.
Have you seen any of them?
No. Please flip the table, do everything. I'm so sorry.
You
I'd
have
like to
homework
apologize.
to do. You have homework
everyone.
to do.
I know.
It's so good.
I know.
This season is so good.
I've heard. Yeah.
We had a former guest and friend, Bob the Drag Queen, who is on this new season. It's really good. It's
I've
good.
heard nothing but the best things.
Oh, the first 3 episodes are now on Peacock. I'll probably be talking a little bit about it more on Patreon. But it's really, really good. And Bob did our live show here, and I think they just got back from Scotland. And I was just like, spill everything. And Bob's like, I can't.
I know.
Now I'm like, I texted Bob this morning. I was left on red, and it was worth it. But Dylan Efron, who is Zac Efron's brother,
okay, fun,
is on the show.
Fun.
Now, I don't know what.
Wow, sometimes I forget about back muscles.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what Dylan Efron does besides
back
being.
Muscles?
Or I think he might just be like
I think his
an
whole thing is back
Instagram
muscles.
model. Yeah. And can we stop saying last dump of the year? Like I'm so over like monthly dumps. I don't need your I don't
also,
need your
like last dump of the year, as if everyone's been checking and been waiting for the last dump of the year.
Stop saying dump. I hate it. It's like, here's my January dump. No. We're not doing dumps. Okay. But Dylan is on the new season, and he has changed his Instagram to Misguided, which is the drag name that Bob gives him in the round table, because they have to like banish someone at the end.
Oh.
And Dylan was like coming for Bob, saying that Bob was a traitor. And Bob was like, you need to get off my back, Misguided. That's your drag name, Misguided. And I was like,
no way.
And Dylan is like, okay, put it in there with the nail polish emoji. Good for you, bitch.
Oh my God.
But also like, Zach who? Right? Like Dylan Efron is like.
How is he on the show in general?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice. Charming.
Funny.
The brightest of blue eyes. Like your shirt, actually.
Oh,
like
that's why I wore it. I said it looks like Dylan Efron's eyes.
He's got
and Justin
Dylan
will appreciate
Efron eyes. Yeah. I mean, I like very handsome. Yeah.
Do they ever show his back muscles on the show?
Oh, yes. You see Dylan. I mean, look at Alan.
Look at Alan sitting with the most confidence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's living it up. Yeah, he's very handsome.
Honestly, I'm sold on the show. Just
my God,
Alan's outfit.
Dorinda Medley's in it. Dolores from Housewives of New York.
Incredible.
There's some Big Brother people. Wes from The Challenge.
What do you think of Dylan's suit?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean it's so there's monotone suits for some reason. This is the most monotone.
I like the blazer and the pant. I don't necessarily like the undershirt with it. Or I want it to be like buttoned.
You know what I think I would like it if it was those pantsuits was just the undershirt. I think that's sexy. The mix of like, but then I totally see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And also, it's made casual
sloppy
by the shirt underneath.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't need the extra. It's like, yeah, you're casual and chill.
Well, it's also buttoned here and unbuttoned everywhere else.
No, it's not.
And, yeah.
No, it's unbuttoned.
That right there. Like there's like a little clasp or something.
Oh, there's a clasp.
Or something. A little hook.
It looks...
It's unbuttoned.
Oh, it is unbuttoned. Okay.
Thank you from the booth. We've had enough of your shit. You've been fact-checked.
They might tape it or something.
Yeah, they might, to put his mic there or something. But yeah, it is very, very much fun. If you want just some good fun, drama. I mean, the drama is
Yeah.
coming in hot. It's
Yeah.
really, really fun. And it's gorgeous. It's in Scotland and Alan
Yeah.
Cummings back. And he can do no wrong in my
No.
book. I love him.
No wrong.
So yes, Traitors definitely back. I do have to have a moment of silence because we did lose a legend and an icon over the past week. Jocelyn Wildenstein, the cat lady, plastic surgery nightmare / daydream, heiress, legend. You've seen her. Look at her. Passed away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She we
Sorry, I
mentioned
didn't
her,
know.
we
I just
mentioned
had
her a lot.
no idea how to react. Well,
Oh,
the
no, no.
adjectives kept coming.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you have to take it with a grain of salt or catnip. Jocelyn Wildenstein's partner says that she was not broke despite all the rumors. The heartbroken fiance of New York socialite Jocelyn Wildenstein, known as Catwoman, says she doesn't deserve to be ridiculed and insists she was not broke when she died, despite reports of the contrary. She was certainly not broke. That's not the case. Lloyd Klein, her fiance, told Page Six. Klein, 57, was with Wildenstein, who got her unwanted nickname for extreme cosmetic procedures for 21 years. She was fabulous. She was the love of my life. I miss her every half second. Okay. And I still think I'm in a nightmare right now. He said Wildenstein was 79, not 84, as the press reported.
That's the kind of allyship
She
I'm
was
looking from the
yeah.
people.
When they come for
still-
you, stand up for your age.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I die and people say that I'm 32, you correct them.
Yeah.
Will you?
Oh, I'll haunt the shit out of you.
Well, you'll be alive. You have to. Got it. So I got it. So if you get my name wrong, my age wrong after I die, to retaliate against them, you will die yourself just so that you can haunt them. Great. The riff is over. Thank you. Please continue.
I mean, what else is there? But I love that he was like, she was a mere 79, not 84, a mere 79. She was also a mere cat as well.
You know, I'm on her side.
I am too. Like, all she did is show up to things.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was like anything wrong with her. Oh, wait, hold on. In her divorce from billionaire Alec Wildenstein in 1999, Wildenstein was awarded a reported $2.5 billion. On top of that, she was to be paid $100 million per year by her ex, who passed away in 2008. But Wildenstein's family cut off the payments in 2015, and she filed for bankruptcy in 2018. Her 3 luxury apartments at Trump Tower repossessed, and in 2023, Wildenstein told the Sunday Times she had $0 left in her checking account, even though she had millions and millions of dollars in assets. I have huge problem. Oh, just one. I have a huge problem with my settlement. Since 8 years, Alex's family have completely cut me off. She said she had a very lavish lifestyle. There were bills to pay. And when they stopped paying her, it was terrible. She would not have one problem if they had not given her a fake painting. Okay. Jocelyn previously told Page Six that the vast majority of her wealth had disappeared because of one of the paintings that made up a trust set up for her in the divorce settlement. It turned out to be a forged painting. Okay. So not a lot of scandal, but the big scandal was her plastic surgery.
Yeah, I was about to say she doesn't look 79. And then I was like, oh, right. That's why.
I don't think I see age.
Yeah. No,
Is she 79? Is she 84? Is she the ghost of Christmas yet to come?
But it's like humans look weird. You want to look weirder? Go for it.
But good for
I have
her
no problem with that.
for marrying a sugar daddy and like getting into all that money.
Yeah.
Now you have a play coming out.
Yes.
You know, tell us about that.
Very, very, very tricksily called Sugar Daddy. Because it's the worst name in the world because everyone's like, oh my God, tell me about your like sexy, scandalous story about your sugar daddy. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, it's actually about grief and diabetes.
Oh.
And they're like, okay, I'm
out.
gonna go see something else. Thank you though. Thank you for tricking me.
They just want to hear all the like hot, horny things.
Yeah.
And you're just like, it's actually like sad and diabetic.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah.
can you tell us like what it's about? Like what, like,
Sure.
yeah, like where you're going to Broadway with it.
Yeah, Sugar Daddy, I met my boyfriend in P-Town. And then the show follows that story and then finding humor and hope in grief after he passed.
Okay. How long were you guys together?
Just a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. The show is like a storytelling show that covers like a bunch of different stories, specifically 5 trips to P-Town.
Oh.
But it's also very, I don't know how to say this, quite loud, annoying, gay. It's a lot of stand-up comedy. And I think when you say that story, it's really about like finding the joy in that process.
Yeah.
So I want people to come into the show sort of like expecting that side of things.
When does it open?
So we don't have a date, and I can't talk too much about it, but we're working on it.
Okay.
And, I will definitely tell next steps on my tour alerts, which if you go to my Instagram bio, you go to the first link, put your phone number in, you'll be the first to know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And it's a one-man show, obviously.
It's a solo show.
So like an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, so it's changed over, because I've been with it now for a couple years, so it's changed so much. And now it's getting a little closer to like, I think 75, 80 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So even better.
Yeah.
So go see that. I would love to see that. But I have to say, because I wanted your opinion on some famous sugar daddies.
Oh, slay.
Yeah. So we are going to play.
That was the worst pitch of the show I've ever done.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just got super like somber and was like, this is what it's about, but also it's funny. I haven't done the pitch in a while. I was like doing promotion for it so much last summer, and I was like in the reps. And then you were like, what's Sugar Daddy about? I was like, oh, right.
Oh, yeah, I did a thing. Yeah.
Sorry, this is what it's about.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
No, I am going on tour this year
Slay,
as well.
where are you going?
Oh, everywhere. But I have to say that I had to postpone my Arlington shows this weekend. I was supposed to be in Arlington, Virginia this weekend, and unfortunately had something come up that I have to take care of, very personal related, next week. So I will not be able to go over there, go back, and then come back to where I'm supposed to be. So I will have updates on that soon. February, I will be in Chicago at Zany's as well as Phoenix. So those are still a go. We're good to go. But yes, yeah, I'm also like, with everything going on, I'm like, oh yeah, I have things.
Of course, girl.
I have things to do.
Girl.
But I want to play this game of Smash or Pass Sugar Daddy Edition.
Gorgeous.
So you just let me know, Smash or Pass. First, George Clooney.
So real quick, you know my type?
No, I don't. What is it?
Daddy bears.
Daddy bears.
Yeah. Very important. Fat old men. Whatever you're imagining, fatter and older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fat and older.
Yeah.
So is that just like,
no, it's just always what it has been. And I love a belly.
A little bit of a gut?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like pretty strict. And like no one believes me at first, but like then you'll start, we're going to play this game and it's probably just going to be pass on everyone.
Well, so you're like a more, you're not like a Whole Foods. You're like a
Thank God.
like a
I thought you were
Walmart.
going to say you're not a whore. And I was like, no. We have a brand to update here. I have a grief solo show.
So you're like a Walmart, kind of like a Costco dad.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, good. Now I get it. See, yeah.
Exactly. But
okay.
The mustard stain is just not always my thing. When I think of Costco dad, I think of the mustard stain.
Like the sample that went awray?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, like here's a dipping cup. And
Yes. And it's like maybe we work on the style a little bit.
Sure.
Maybe we get the stain out.
How do you feel about Crocs?
Wow. I can't believe you just got
the hard-hitting questions of 25.
To the crux of my sexual orientation.
Yeah.
I come every time I see them.
Really?
No.
Okay, I was going to say.
I have no strong feeling about it.
I was like, are you Lily Rose Depp? My God.
No,
Every movie Lily Rose Depp's in. I'm like, girl, relax.
Specifically around Crocs.
I know, yeah.
What I'm saying is like, I'm actually mostly turned off by like the masculinity kind of like dad vibe.
You're turned off by that?
Yeah. Masculinity is kind of a turnoff for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you like a feminine
Yes.
dad
Yes.
bear.
Yes.
Your pupils are dilating so hard right now.
What does that even mean?
That means they're like you were honed in.
Associated to what emotion? Focus?
I don't know. You were just like, yes.
Is it just the Adderall?
Yes. I don't know. Like there was like a fang coming out, just like I just like pricked my finger and you're like,
yeah. Say the adjectives again.
Yeah. Go on. Slower. So George Clooney's a no.
No, I would fuck George Clooney.
Okay. then there's that. We're back. Full circle. What about Ian McKellen?
God, well, here's the thing. It's like, give me a little context.
Okay.
Did he ask nicely? Yes.
Okay.
Am I just like in a room with him?
Yes.
No, I'm not going to have sex with him.
You're in a Lord of the Rings escape room.
Yes. Well, also Gandalf turns me on. So like there's all kinds of different.
You shall not pass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
do that act out again for me. You are such a talent.
Thank you. I get that a lot. Thank you. See, Mom, I got it and I evacuated. Kelsey Grammer.
Wow. Love Kels, but has anyone said yes?
Camille Grammer did.
Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a pass for me, but thanks for
I know.
that.
But
I
Camille was
appreciated
also
that moment.
called the C word by Dorit and like let her have it. So
Okay,
maybe
slay.
Camille. Who has really said yes to?
I mean, I'm sure he's someone just to me, he just oozes not sexual.
Yeah. But for someone. I think I definitely feel.
We both explode.
I know. I feel like someone out there is just like, Kelsey Grammer could get it.
How?
I've never met them.
Sure.
I don't think People
Do you think they're
magazine.
human? What species?
Oh God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, definitely like some sort of amphibian.
Sure. I'm thinking at least 4 legs.
Yes, at least.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like someone is like, if the spaceship landed and they're like, show us Kelsey Grammer. Like, they'd be like, oh, right this way. People magazine, I don't think has ever been like, let's put Kelsey Grammer.
That
I
was
could be wrong.
actually
There's probably some like 1987 issue of like the hottest men, and it's Kelsey Grammer.
Your alien impression was a really good Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Christoph Waltz.
Sorry, Daddy.
What do you think?
No, I would love him with a belly.
I think he might. No.
For me, I love like a chubby face.
Mm.
Yeah, it's about the face. Really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he's a little too gaunt.
Yeah.
He's handsome.
Yeah.
But now we're finding more about Sam. No, just turn this shit off.
Oh my
Clint
goodness.
Eastwood. Huh.
Yeah. Wow.
What happened? Get off my lawn.
I don't know. What? Does he look like that? Was that
I
an
don't
AI
know.
generated image?
I thought that
Why'd
was.
you find the worst image of Clint Eastwood I've ever seen? Is this Clint Eastwood?
I thought this is what
terrifying.
Elphaba turns Fiyero into in Wicked 2.
I think I don't know which organs, but he's missing some.
He's definitely missing some organs. Yeah.
There's
like he survived Squid Game. Like, yeah.
If you told me he didn't have like lungs, I would be
I
like,
don't
yeah,
know.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. If you told
I don't know why. Wow.
they drained his blood. Correct.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
What blood type is he?
Yeah,
None.
Clint Eastwood. Wow. All right. Well, and finally, who is your daddy? Are we going with a mini
Oh,
sugar daddy, a regular sugar daddy, or a giant sugar daddy?
giant.
Oh.
Although it does feel like a trap.
Is it?
Wow, this was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you said a big sugar daddy.
I would, yeah.
Okay. Oh, we do have one more. Al Pacino. Oh, what?
Where do you find these pictures?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I don't think it's like finding the pictures. I think this is just what they look like now.
Oh my God. Is that the 92nd Street Y in New York?
Probably.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You know what? I'd fuck them as long as it's at the 92nd Street Y.
Okay.
In the showers of the 92nd Street Y, if I ran into Al Pacino, yes.
What is that? What is that location?
92nd Street Y. It's just like a famous Y. They do like a bunch of events.
It's like a YMCA?
I think so. Am I thinking of the right thing? 92nd Street.
New York? We're going to Google it.
Oh, maybe it's a synagogue.
What are
There we
you?
go. Thank God.
What is it? It's a cultural and community center located in the Carnegie Hill
Hey.
neighborhood of the Upper East Side of Manhattan in New York City.
Yeah, I would fuck him, but only in there.
Oh.
I would be like, this is a cultural moment.
Yeah.
And that's what's turning me on about it.
What if he was like, say hello to my little friend? And you're like, oh, no, I need a giant sugar daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, no. And finally, we have Bruno Mars.
Absolutely not. That's the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely disgusting. Not nearly older fat.
You wouldn't catch a
He is
grenade for
so
him?
gross.
No?
Absolutely
Oh.
not. I would catch a grenade and throw it back at him.
Oh, wow.
I would catch a grenade and set it off and then walk into a bomb shelter.
Wow. Underground?
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, okay. Just as long as
no,
it's
I'm
a
not
shelter.
picky about the bomb shelter.
Okay.
As long as he dies. That's the only... Yeah. There's no reason
What did he
for
do
this
to
action.
you?
Nothing. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah, I just decided.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad that was a fun round of celebrity hit it or quit
That was
it.
so fun.
We have, okay, now let's get into some fun stories that are not like celebrity or fire related. Florida, here we go. Where is it gonna go? All we got to do is start off with that word and we go endless possibilities. So a Florida cop was found watching porn on his phone and he rear-ended a stopped car. Ba-doom-ts. Now, Florida cops out of work after a wild incident. His own body cam captured him slamming his patrol car into a civilian's vehicle while he was distracted by porn on his phone.
No.
Lake County Sheriff's Deputy Tristan McComber slamming into another vehicle, his airbag deploying on impact. Moments later, he's outside of the car, picking up the phone from the floor and casually tossing it onto the seat, then checking on the other driver. As Internal Affairs report from 2 weeks after the November crash claimed, McComber initially blamed the wreck on his brakes locking up, so his brakes weren't looped up. When the car had stopped for a school bus, turns out it was his eyes, not his brakes, that were locked on some XXX rated visuals. Investigators reviewed his vehicle's dash cam and caught him clearly distracted, holding a cell phone in the seconds leading up to the crash. I thought I was going to say something else. When questioned initially, McComber claimed he was scrolling through text messages in a group chat with other deputies at the time of impact, but later he fessed up, admitting he was actually viewing porn on his phone. He racked up 3 policy violations, lying about the incident, used an electronic device for prohibited content, and evidence showing he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. You always have to wear a seatbelt when you're watching porn. What's wrong with you?
Man, I never thought cops could be bad.
I mean, Jesus. And without consent, he rear-ended this poor car. Oh, here's actual video of it.
Why didn't you include this cop in the fuck him or don't? Well, this I would have said. You would have said a cop that was watching porn on duty. I would have said absolutely.
But also, what a dumbass. Like, you're wearing a body cam.
Yeah,
like,
unbelievable. So,
but also, what was the category? I mean, this
what do you
could
mean,
be a
what was
new
the category.
Just like, off-duty cop watching porn.
Like the crime. You mean?
Or like just like rear-ended cop.
Yeah. Like, what did the judge write down?
It is. I mean, and I want to know what the person thought. You're like, holy God, this cop just like ran into me.
I want to know what porn he was watching.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he single? If you're single, reach out to me.
Let's say.
To this immoral daddy cop that was watching porn.
Okay, he's a cop named Tristan. Is it like Legends of the Fall porn? Is he like fly fishing?
Wait, that looks like a guy. Wait, what is this?
Oh my God, let's use our gay mutant powers.
Yeah.
If you squint.
Okay,
I used to do this on Channel 99 when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can. He's obviously 5'11" and a stepfather. What else can we figure out?
What is this? Is there a stained glass window involved?
Yes.
Is it church porn?
Oh my God, please be watching church porn. What? Also, what is this? This is a picture of a BlackBerry?
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
I think that's the crime right there.
Is that a BlackBerry?
How dare you, Tristan, with your BlackBerry. Now, this woman goes a little extreme. She says that she spent $17,000 having her ribs removed for a smaller waist. And I know. And she's turning them into a crown.
Was there going to be no trigger warning?
No, not this year. We've given up trigger warnings. We're not saying dump, and we're not doing trigger warnings.
Wait, so that was her ribs?
Maybe.
I'm just not going to look at the screen anymore because I don't trust you.
Yeah,
and I hope that's okay with you.
I didn't see the visuals either.
That's crazy.
Until just now. But I will tell you more about this.
I hate it.
I know. Here, just get rid of the video. Just get rid of the video. Okay, here we go. So, a trans woman from Kansas City had 6 ribs removed in order to achieve a smaller waist.
Not from the community.
I know.
No.
I know.
No. We can't do this. On God's internet, we can't do this. Okay. All right. I have no comments for the rest of the night.
She now has bizarre plans to turn her spare parts into a crown. Emily James dished out a whopping $17,000 for the elective cosmetic surgery, and she's eager to commemorate the peculiar procedure in a most unusual way.
Can you imagine Drag Race loses her round and then has that conversation with RuPaul, and RuPaul's like, you're not committed enough. And then she says, this crown is made of my actual ribs. Death drops, leaves the show.
I know, but it's also like, you can't just make your own crown out of your own bones.
I never thought I would ever hear a human say that sentence.
Yeah, you
can't just make your own crown out of your own bones.
Yeah, we pick the crown for you. You get the crown. We have the ceremony.
I've changed mind. Go off, girl. Make your own crown out of your own bones. You don't listen to Justin.
No. This is a participation crown.
No, she's a queen, and she's expressing her royalty in her own way.
What is she, a Viking? Because I've never heard of like.
I don't know. Maybe she is.
Queen Elizabeth wasn't like, all right then. You know, like she wasn't fucking
because she wasn't Australian.
Yellow Jackets. My God, no, she was not Australian, but she did own it. The Commonwealth.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I know a little
about
bit. Colonialism.
That's it. Yeah. That's all I know. I just everything I've learned is from the crown.
Spencer Pratt and that.
She's used her social media to share the journey on the procedure as well as the recovery process. In 3 days, I'm getting 3 ribs removed on each side.
No, I feel there's a picture coming. I feel there's a picture coming.
Trigger warning.
Okay, trigger warning.
Thank you.
But see, she's making jokes herself. She's saying, I'm going to have an Emily barbecue.
She's a self-aware queen.
Is she? Are they dry?
Her.
Are they?
We love her.
Are they a dry rub? Are they like Memphis? Are they Kansas City ribs?
Great question.
I guess Kansas City. She's from Kansas.
Honestly,
that's a good like mesquite.
You know, I feel like a Cajun rub would be really good with human ribs.
It's very much that.
Yeah,
but it is. It is a lot. Does she wear this crown? Like, is she going? Is she getting mustard samples at Costco?
I will. My question for the committee is this camp?
Yeah. It is.
MoMA, is this camp? Put it in the museum.
Is it cannibalistic camp?
I think we've just created a new genre, a new sub-performance.
Yeah.
I feel like in 3 years, there's going to be a whole week in Provincetown.
Yes. We have a new season of Yellow Jackets coming out in February. This bitch better be on the red carpet with her crown.
With her crown.
Yes.
How much does she put into the actual crown? How much do you want to keep talking about this specific segment? Because I could stay here all day, obviously.
I can too.
But
honestly, I have so many questions because usually when somebody from the community gets their ribs removed, it's
not the
for something
community.
else. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, is that a suck your own dick joke? No way. Do you know anyone who's done that?
No, but the big rumor was Marilyn Manson back in the day.
Oh, is she from our community?
No,
but isn't she?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But it was back in the day. It was just like, did you guys hear Marilyn Manson removed 3 of his ribs, suck his own dick? We were like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then that's I don't know, a lot of rib removal.
Sure.
And it's also just very ugh.
Yeah.
And how tiny is the waist? It has to be snatched. Is it like Violet Chachki snatched?
You know, I've never done it before. Not yet. 2025.
Well, let's go from the McRib to actual other McDonald's burgers. This influencer has fired her trainer after spotting him eating McDonald's. She says,
I say something?
It's a matter of credibility.
This podcast is exhausting.
Is it? Like in a good way?
I am so tired.
Just a whirlwind.
I feel like I've seen and gone through a gamut of emotions, of spiritual and personal journeys. I feel like I've learned about myself. I feel like I've learned about the world. I feel like I've learned about new species.
Yes. All in under an hour. You know what? That's what we're here for.
Hour. Check out the Patreon.
Yes. So this I kind of love this / hate it, but also love it. So a Brazilian influencer has been ripped online after allegedly canning her fitness coach for eating fast food from McDonald's. She detailed the Big Mac sacking in a now expired Instagram story over her 267,000 followers. It's a matter of credibility, she told the outlet while defending the firing. I mean, that is
TMZ. I'm learning so much about New York Post / TMZ, the sort of culture of writing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, they love a good pun.
They McFiring.
McFiring.
That is
makeover.
so bad.
Yeah. So I mean, she looks small.
No, I don't know why you would say that.
Not like she just looks. I mean, she's a bodybuilder. She's clearly a bodybuilder, obviously. But like, so she pretty much she says that she how she arrived for a training session and saw the gym shark eating McDonald's burger, and that's when she said, I decided I wasn't going to work for me anymore. She fired him. So she fired him after eating McDonald's, being like, how can someone who claims to prioritize health and wellness eat something so processed? Adding that her trainer was overweight as well. Hello. Overweight trainer.
But hey, that's the reaction I'm looking. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I want anytime anyone is overweight, you to go DM me.
I got someone. I know someone.
There's a big girl.
Many fans ripped her decision to fire her fast food loving fitness coach, claiming she shouldn't judge him by his physical appearance. However, she stood by her decision, arguing a fitness professional needs to set an example of health, which directly influences the trust placed in them by their clients.
That's crazy.
Wait, in the past, she divided viewers after criticizing the term mid-size, claiming that it was just a euphemism for obesity. They're overweight people, declared the influencer. Working out isn't the only way that she is winding back the clock on her body. The influencer announced that she plans to become a virgin again.
Hell yeah.
By undergoing a $19,000 vaginal rejuvenation operation, despite warnings from doctors.
First of all, didn't know you could get that surgery. I'm booking it on Monday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
But for the other one, for the bussy?
Yeah.
Do we have bussy rejuvenation?
I'm gonna need that line reading 6 more times, please, and make eye contact with me.
Bussy rejuvenation. If you're someone who needs bussy rejuvenation.
We're just moving on from that?
Well, no, we can keep talking. We can keep talking.
I didn't even have time to process.
Do you eat fast food?
Yeah, of course.
You do?
Yeah.
What fast food do you eat?
Whatever's like available when I'm on the road.
Okay.
I don't know. I've eaten all of them.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Well, okay. What I probably go do the most is McDonald's.
After that story? No. Fired. McFired. This podcast is McOver.
If I were her, I would just leave this and be like, I would just change my Instagram bio to bombshell, end quote, New York Post. That's what I got out of that.
I mean, if
I were her, I'd be like, that's what I got out of that.
But also it's just kind of like, what? Like fired over a Big Mac. It's so bizarre. So I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I had McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's.
Yes.
I just don't. You know why? Because I saw some video many years ago about like, there was like some guy who had a hamburger from like 1960 and it was still like intact and had.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, ugh.
Oh,
or like the French fry that's been in the seat for like 4 years and you're like, it's still good. You know, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it.
No,
I don't want to do it.
But I don't know. We're all going to die and have filled our bodies with awful stuff regardless.
Did you hear that, Jocelyn? R.I.P.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite fast food is.
Yeah.
If I had to eat fast food.
Actually, and I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to suck up to LA right now, In-N-Out. No, truly, I didn't know In-N-Out before, and then I've gotten like 7. It's so good.
Okay, let's play a game.
What?
Let's play a game.
What's happening right now?
We're gonna play a game.
Do you eat a lot of fast food?
No, I don't. But it's
why do you have such strong opinions about it then?
Well, I do. Well, because I want to know. Let's play a game. Why do you like In-N-Out?
Okay. Great question.
You're new. This isn't like judgment.
Okay. First of all, price. Can't beat the price.
Okay.
I'd say like if it's just the burger, like I like Shake Shack's burger more than I like In-N-Out, but they're so close. The price and also it doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But to me, it just, every time I've gotten it, has been fresh.
Okay.
Like it feels. Also, this is the part where I'm going to get the most hate, and I am prepared.
No.
I keep looking into the camera. I keep bracing myself for the comments by looking at the camera. But I like
just the viewers
fries.
are like,
I think the fries are so good.
Okay.
And they taste like a potato, and that's why everyone hates them. And I'm like, turns out I love that.
Well, and they're like straws, right? Aren't they
They're
like straw fries? Yeah.
Yeah, but people hate them because they like don't have any seasoning, which I get. But for some reason, I just like eating a bland potato straw.
And that is fine.
That's fine.
There is no, there's no judgment. I do ask.
Being insecure and defensive right now
that's
because
totally
the
fine.
internet. You have no idea what hill I have to die on.
Oh, because people are going to come for you.
People hate In-N-Out fries with such a passion.
Oh yeah. I mean, I will say McDonald's fries are the best. You know what? Actually, I'd love a good like thick seasoned French fry.
Yeah, me too.
Those are the best.
good.
But
Like a steak fry.
I like a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Gorgeous. I don't know if I don't eat it enough to be like, oh, that one's good.
Yeah. I love
the Chick-fil-A sandwiches are good.
I
know, they're so good. It's disappointing.
know. I do it.
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah, they're great.
There was a time where we were like, boycott it. And they were like, but the hate tastes so good.
Yeah,
you know?
It tastes so good.
The pimento cheese chicken sandwich.
What? They have a pimento cheese chicken sandwich?
Have you never had one?
What is this?
Do you know what pimento cheese is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put that on like a...
It's on a fast food thing?
No, but I mean, it's a Chick-fil-A thing.
It's a Chick-fil-A thing?
Yeah.
Weird.
And I love pimento cheese.
Slay.
So it's like from Georgia. Like, come on now. But also, did you ever know Fuddruckers?
No.
Great burger. Fuddruckers.
What region is that?
It's America.
United States.
It's America. American region. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they might have had one in New York. I feel like they had
Oh, really? It's
Texas.
everywhere?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
I think they just closed the one down in Burbank. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I assume I don't know these things because I grew up in Florida.
Yeah. Subway?
Sometimes-
No.
No.
Went to Subway.
I mean, I did all the time growing up.
It was
but
the $5 footlongs
it's
really
great.
helped me out in a time of my life.
Oh my God, I ate so much Subway.
Yeah.
But like objectively, is it good? No.
What's the one fast food restaurant you cannot eat at? I'll tell you mine.
Oh, again, I feel like I'm just going to get absolutely torn to
You're
shreds
not.
here.
Mine, please. This is...
Yeah.
Mine's torn apart every week.
Why would
I'm
you-
actually having pussy rejuvenation tomorrow. Yeah.
Why would you podcast where you read TMZ articles, have judgmental gaze?
Yeah. I mean, my God, it's like the new thing, right? What?
I think Taco Bell. I don't like Taco Bell.
Shocker.
I think I've had it a couple times.
Yeah?
Where it was just awful and it just like ruined it for me. And I think what happens is you have to eat Taco Bell immediately.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. You let it sit for 12 minutes, it's now congealed mush.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I did that and it just ruined it for me.
Mine's Burger King. Can't do it.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly, is there that big of a difference between like Burger King and Wendy's?
Burger King has like charbroiled, so it tastes like the underside of a table. It just tastes like...
I believe that.
It tastes like warm sawdust to me, you know? It's like everyone's like, oh, have it your way. Okay, fine, I'll go over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't...
Have
sorry,
it your way
Burger
is a
King.
pretty cocky slogan.
Yeah, have
Can
it
I
your
say
way.
that?
Oh, okay, I will.
Have it your way. I'm going to go to Chipotle.
Yeah, thank you. I don't need this. Well, let's see. Is that the last story we have today?
That's all we have for you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of
This
course,
was so
please
fun.
plug all your shows, all that stuff coming up. Welcome to LA.
Thank you.
We'll have to go out sometime. I'll show you the
Please.
ropes.
Please, we live very close. Yeah.
Avoid the shadows. I'll be like, oh my God, I'll be like Mufasa and you can be Simba. I'm like, oh, the light touches.
I'll bring my
is yours. What about the dark spot over there? No, that's Trunks. Yeah, we won't. I don't know. Maybe you could find love at Trunks. I have no idea. There's a whole plethora of places.
Let's go to Trunks. Let's find dark spots at Trunks. Please. I'm in.
Deal.
With fake cigarettes.
Just so yes, make sure Instagram, all that kind of stuff.
Samuel H. Morrison on Instagram. Follow me. I'm desperate.
Follow me at Desperate.
I'm desperate.
No, you're not.
Yes. And go to the link tree in my bio, sign up for the tour alerts. Honestly, this is the most like helpful thing that you could possibly do. I'll just text you when I'm performing in your city. It's once a year at most. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to be at Telluride Gay Ski Week.
Ooh.
Next month. So if you're going to that, check that out.
Ooh.
And, yeah, just stay up to date on the tour alerts.
Are you a snow bunny or no? Do you ski?
I mean, I grew up in Florida, so like I guess so. I've snowboarded once. I did better than I had more fun than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I was great. I loved it. I'm excited to go again.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun dangerous weekend. Dangerous.
Well, I'm absolutely not going to go on like any actual hills.
Oh, no.
I will simply.
Oh, yeah. The minute I
try my
step on
best.
snow with a ski, my femur will probably break.
Yes.
That's just my luck.
That is always the
Can't
one that
do it.
breaks for me.
And also, guys, we have a little bit of info here. Next week, all of the shows here at the Comedy Store, we will be donating all of the proceeds from all of our shows to the LA Fire Department.
LA Fire Foundation.
LA Fire Foundation, yes. So also we want to put up some links for that will be available in the comment section of the video to make some donations if you want to help donate and help the people in need from all these crazy fires. Go to the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation. We'll put the link there. The Pasadena Humane Society for Displaced Animals, the Pasadena Community Foundation, and also the Be Strong Donate for Wildfire Relief Foundation. And all of the links will be there. Those are the ones we will be helping to donate. Proceeds, all of that goes to help build back this lovely, wonderful community that has just been devastated the past week from these fires. But I just want to say thank you to Sam for being here.
And listen to that woman's song.
And
What's her
listen
name?
to Heidi Montag. Her name is Heidi Montag.
So sorry.
Listen to that woman's
Yeah, that woman was
song.
crazy. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Cut that out, cut that out, cut that out.
Superficial. That's what it's called. Superficial.
It's
On
over.
the loop. Help her. She needs it. You guys, we'll see you next time on the Just Saying podcast. You guys have a fantastic week. We'll see you next time. Bye.